years ago today, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. The virus disrupted our lives, strained healthcare systems, and reshaped scientific research. Hospital officials developed more efficient ways to coordinate resources, especially during those surges with the virus. CDC leaders estimate there were nearly 150 million cases of COVID in the U.S., and roughly 1.2 million people died. The first COVID case was reported in Knox County on March 12th, and Governor Bill Lee declared an emergency the same day. One Knoxville doctor says people are still testing positive for COVID right here in East Tennessee.
People are still dying, and as we just talked about, there were 290 deaths from COVID daily now versus 5,000 at the peak of the pandemic. So it's not as horrible, but it's still in the same category, maybe even slightly less now than flu. And so it's really important, particularly for the elderly and the high risk, to continue to get their COVID vaccines.
On Thursday, we'll sit down with some former 10 News reporters to talk about their time covering the pandemic and how they had to adapt.